Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I shall be attempting to take in this majorette Citroen Acadiane from shabby to shiny. This one is part of an unboxing. You'll see if you hang around for the whole video towards the end. There's some really great cars in this unboxing, all the way from America, courtesy of our friend Ken, who has supplied a previous unboxing which featured other cars and for videos gone by, but this one is the first of many, I'm sure, from today's unboxing. Some really great ones there, and please do watch the unboxing and let me know which one you want to see next. But for this one we're going to do a relatively simple restoration plus, I say, and with 2,000 likes it could be yours. But not much of a roller, this one. And I have already pre-drilled it, and it's coming apart. I think it was ready. It was time to restore this one. It wanted to be restored, and it was, it just wanted to come apart. It knew it needed a lot of work, but hey, I really, really like this car. It's all ribbed on the side there. I do like majorette castings. I think they're wickedly detailed. This one does have a couple of decals on the side. I guess it would have been a local Malvern. I don't have those to replace it today, but I'll come up with a couple of other decal options, which I hope that you'll enjoy later on. The window section, bit of grub to it, but we can polish that out. Same again with the rear doors there. Thankfully we got those. And then the interior as well, just covered in many years worth of dirt and grime, but nothing a bit of soapy water can't handle. The wheels, the standard majorette wheels, are a bit weak, to be fair. These ones in particular are got bent axles, and I will be replacing them today. And the retainer here for the suspension, which I think is usually very, very good, quite rusted out today. I don't end up using that, only because I just didn't need to, and I've got that now as a spare. But yeah, the base here, like I say, it's Acadiane, Acadiane. I've never heard of this this car before. Of course, it is a Citroen, but I'm going to move the plastics to one side and grab the main casting, and I'll put the base in as well. Add some, I don't know what it was, years worth of something, and certainly putting it into the caustic soda is not going to do it any harm. So some boiling water, and then around a tablespoon's worth in goes. And quite the reaction today. This one was a very satisfying paint removal. But you can see there it's doing its business, but I'll put it to one side to so that all the harmful gases can go out the window, and I'll take this time now to clean up the plastics. The interior there looking good as new. Same with these rear doors, and the window section as well. I gave it a little bit of a polish just to get it real shiny. But this has only been, I would say, 10 minutes. It's still very hot to the touch. And I think you can see there's a lot of paint gone. And I prefer how paint goes like this. It just turns into tiny little pieces, easily flushes away. And if we look at the base, there's no more rust or crud on there, and that'll polish up nicely. And the main casting here, that is a 100% paint removal today. Thumbs up from me. You guys know what to do. Comment down below. 100% paint removal. I do love it when I see all these extra comments, knowing that you guys have watched the video throughout. I understand if you just flick to the end, as some people do, but of course the ones I really and truly appreciate is the ones that stick with me for the duration of the video. By using my Dremel here, just polishing up the roof section. And look at that. Very shiny. Excited already to see how this looks fully polished throughout. And giving you a little sample as well on the base. Look at that. Looking brand new again. So anyway, we use the Tamiya Fine Surface Primer. And I considered leaving it, you know, like this. I think some of the Citroen, you know, the vans, that was like a kind of corrugated side, and I think they were unpainted. And, you know, perhaps this would have suited as well, but I really did think it looked great in that yellow. So I'm going with a relatively light coat. Get it nice and uniform, ready for the top coat. And we'll be using the premium airbrush colour in metallic yellow. The original would have been a solid yellow, but this metallic yellow with a little bit of clear coat over it, it really does bring it up to today's standards, you know. I usually use a black primer with these metallics, but being yellow, I felt that the white undercoat will be more appropriate today. But I went with 2 coats eventually. But it is now later in the day. We've added a little bit of details now to those rear doors. That's that clean interior with a chrome front grille. Of course, we've got this window section again, nice and shiny. And I've added a few little details. As you can see, I had some leftover decals that fit the space, some little chrome accents, and red in those tail lights. But yeah, Marina. Some detail on the front number plate there. And then this is a set of green light wheels. They actually marked as Jeep, but I think fit this casting perfectly. But anyway, from this to that, I would say this is in my top 10 favourite castings that I own. I think this is a wonderful casting, and it just is the right amount of everything. In my opinion, the perfect colour, nice bit of shine. These wheels, just the right style, the right size, especially with those white walls. Decal on the side was basically 2 different decals, and I just overlaid one over the other. Just some spares that I had in my little decal pile. You know, they just seem to fill the space perfectly. Perhaps it's a little bread shop called Marina's in France, where one day I would love to live. But anyway, for now, I hope you like this one. Thanks again to Ken. And remember, with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. But anyway, let me take this opportunity to thank again my amazing patrons. Thanks a lot, guys. And thanks for everybody else for watching. Hopefully you like this one. Stick around now for the unboxing. Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage unboxing video, where today we have a package all the way from the beautiful USA. There is a note. Let me just double check something. Yeah, there's no address on here. So this reads, hi Rob, great job as usual on your channel. Thank you very much. I saw you restored a couple of the models from the first batch I sent you a few months ago. Ken, I do remember. Yeah, you know, this is the thing, especially I guess in the last few months, for any unboxing video or any unboxing that I'm able to do, I do try to at least restore one of the cars from that, because you know that's ultimately what you guys want to see, right? If you send me something, you know, it's for me to restore or to customize or to do something with. So if I can show you straight away, then excuse me, then yeah, you know, it excites me as hopefully as yourselves as well. But anyway, so I've picked up a few more over the last few months and thought I'd send a few your way. Hope there's something that might be suitable for the channel. I'm sure there is, Ken. Thank you very much, mate. So notes on a couple of the models. I picked up an Infinity. We don't have the, and I know we do have the Infinity brand, I think, in the UK. I think we've only had it for a little while, and I'm not too sure if it's even still here. But I think the Infinity, is that like the posh version of Honda, is it? I think it is, because like Lexus is for Toyota, right? And then I think Infinity is for Honda. Anyway, of its unusual size and detail. Okay, so that's interesting. Not sure if you'll be able to find wheels, since it's not a Matchbox. Matchbox, it doesn't matter, but it's kind of more about the scale. So yeah, like a 1/64 scale, that's where pretty much all of my aftermarket wheels are from. So if this is an unusual size, then yes, unfortunately we might struggle. But if you do, I think one of the colour shift paint jobs would look great on it. I haven't done a colour shift for a little while, so I need to do one of those. The vintage airplane model would be a nice change of pace for the channel, and certainly I do agree. I've got a few little airplanes in there, and 100% I need to restore or customize one of those, just trying to figure out what's best, you know, how to go forward. But anyway, that's crying out for a Red Baron. I think I've heard of the Red Baron. Keep up the good work, sincerely, Ken. Thanks very much, Ken. Let's have a look, see what's inside the box. And it is very well packed. And you know, just used for the packaging, or to probably pack it out, but just some empty carrier bags, which are an interest still to me. So these are Walmart bags, and I shall keep those separate. What should we do? Should we just go through it, and it'll be a little surprise one by one? So we have here the 1957 Chevy, you know, one of the all-time American greats. Missing, of course, the front clip here, the whole bonnet section or the hood section. Looks like it was broken off and glued into place, but unfortunately we're missing that today. But you know, maybe, I don't know, have I got I don't know whether to kind of consider something else, you know, maybe build something else, like a post-apocalyptic, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I did custom. This one is actually made in Hong Kong, so that's different. I did restore, just to I've done this colour shift one. Let me just have a little look, see, to compare. So that was, oh, that's made in England. So this one, I'm assuming, was later, then made in Hong Kong. Probably made in Hong Kong for a very short period of time, before then kind of going on somewhere else. But that's quite interesting. That's called the Midnight Magic, and here it's called the Tanzara. Looks like this one was black with some kind of silver accents. I really like the look of that. Wouldn't mind trying to replicate the original paint on that. Some of the differences, which is much better, obviously clear glass. You know, much prefer the clear glass on these. I'm going to guess this is the Infinity indeed. Oh, okay, so yeah, Infinity. I was talking earlier on whether it was Honda. It's Nissan. You're probably screaming at the screens now. No, Infinity is Nissan. So the only reason why I now know that it's Nissan is because this, to me, would be a Nissan Skyline, or I think they call it a Nissan. I can't remember. Now, we didn't get these in the UK, but from a Japanese import, we have quite a few of these on the UK roads. But yeah, I think they call it the Nissan Skyline. And the difference between this and, say, the Nissan 350Z or the 350Z is that these cars had 4 seats inside compared to the 2 you get with a 350Z. But yeah, this is a lovely car, and I actually considered one of these recently. And yeah, the wheels are going to be a bit of a pain. Maybe that I could try to, well, keep these wheels, but make my own tyres, perhaps with an elastic band, paint them. Don't know. I have to think about that. But yeah, I would actually really like to restore that. Well, this is different. Is that flattened, or is that how it is? No, that is how it is, I think. My first instinct was that somebody had perhaps stepped on this. Wow, what an interesting car. So this is it's a Hot Wheels 1937 Bugatti, and I think we are missing some headlights here. But yeah, what a lovely design. That would be interesting. Of course, these white walls here, you know, in my opinion, they don't really suit this car. But I understand that Hot Wheels to obviously save on cost, perhaps, going with all those same wheels for all castings. But yeah, with a different set of wheels, maybe some kind of spokes, get that looking good. Still rolls well. But on to the next one. So this is a Class Combine Harvester, and this, I'm sure, would have been, no, I was going to say it would have been yellow, but perhaps not. No, it's red. So it looks like this one has really seen better days. What are we missing this tyre from? Is that from here? Oh, there we go. Restoring as we go along. This one is a Scania Tu142, and I recognise this because recently Danny's Diecast Disasters done a video on one of these and restored it and kind of replicated or similar side decals on that. Come out very good. Yeah, that's a funky little truck. I wonder whether we've got the trailer in here. This one's had a bit of a crushing. This is a Matchbox Ambulance, and of course this is a, well, it says an ambulance, fire rescue, and we're missing a couple of bits, rear doors, the beacons on the top, and it does appear it's had quite a heavy bash on there, my guess probably with a hammer, but I'd say that is certainly still restorable. Here is a stretcher fetcher. So this is another ambulance, and I think we are missing the rear doors on there. Some decals on the side. Unfortunately, we've got quite a busted out window section there and on the sides. But yeah, what else could we make that into? So this is the Matchbox Series number 32. This is the ergomatic cab, and it looks like this one has already been modified or customised by its younger owner. Looks like some nice grey silver paint on those wheels and all over this tanker here. You know, this is where it all starts, right? I think it's lovely to see these that have already had a little kind of had a go at modifying, you know, all those years ago as a young person, as we all did. I'm sure we all did. I know I certainly did. I just ruined the cars, and well, some would say I still do today. But anyway, the Jeep Gladiator. This one is the number 71. I have restored one of these before, and I think it sits now in America. Of course, we're missing this whole section here, but I don't know. I quite like it like that. Bit of a beach buggy, perhaps. Bigger wheels. Do something different with it. I think that's all right. Oh, it's just like a gouge out of the front and the windscreen here. Of course, there's a Pontiac Firebird number 4 from 1975, and that's a shame. So we do have a crack in the rear of the window there, and in the side. But what I thought was in the front, I think it's just a gouge. It would probably rub out, but yeah, the rest won't, I'm afraid. Although I do have a couple of these, so I might have some spares. But yeah, nice set of wheels, different colour. I've done one of these a long time ago now, and I think I gave it away. So I need another one for my collection. Oh, this is the aeroplane. So what is that? I think that's just a... It's just got part of the branding. Just says number 10 Kerr. I'm not too sure whether it should have more than that. It's quite rough in its put together. Just stickers on there. I think this one is going to take quite a bit of, you know, body work and real rubbing it down nicely, take out a lot of these casting lines, but that is certainly doable. This is what we could consider to be the Red Baron. I think we... So what would have this been? I'm trying to have a look. I don't know what that part is there. I'm wondering whether this propeller would have had 4 kind of what do you call each of these? Arms? But it looks like it's flush there, but not there. But you certainly wouldn't have 1, 2, 3 there, would you? A bit of research needed for that. Oh, this is a lovely little bus. Wow. So this is the first that I've had of these. Bearing in mind I have over a couple of thousand castings, and this is a first. So this is a Matchbox Series number 68, I think, Mercedes coach. It's not in terrible condition, to be fair. Thankfully, all of the... I don't think that's a crack, I think that's just a little bit of a scuff there. We do have a tiny little piece broken at the back here, which is a bit of a shame. Looks like a tiny little crack there, but I think, you know, putting something there, maybe clean this up and repaint it. That's a lovely little coach, that. Oh, I think the wheels are just about okay. Needs a bit of work, but that's exciting to see. That's my favourite casting for a long time. That is wonderful. Oh, what is this? So the Hot Wheels from '98, a Phantom Corsair. That is pretty funky. Flame breathing Betty alive. Wow. I've never seen anything like this before. That is pretty cool. Hot Wheels my sons normally take, but this one I shall hide. I'd like to do something with that coming up. You know, that needs a real wicked paint job. Your answers down below. What would you like to see? I think there's quite a few different options with that one. This is cool. This is a racing champions. Is that say racing? Yeah, I think so. Racing champions, 1989, made in China. And this, so this would have been the Texaco Haverline. And the wheels are in good condition. You know, majority of the paint is gone. Even the window section there is okay. You know, I could probably paint this and then use some decals that I've got from Sideways King 75. Check out Sideways King 75 for your decals if you haven't already. But yeah, I think I've got some. Just right here, I've got a few different ones, but we could do like a shell one. I could still do the another Texaco one there, which I think would have been got the Avon or Bridgestone, which is more I think both British brands. Some other stuffs that I shall keep hidden for now because they're for upcoming videos. This is a Lesney Series, doesn't say, but ergomatic cab. We're missing, so this would have had some like pipes in the back, and we're kind of missing the plastic parts that would hold them on. But otherwise, not in too bad a condition. So we've got, I think, just a couple left now. Now there's this little note. I don't know which one that would have been on. It said a custom old school Batmobile. I'm wondering whether it might have been on that. Custom old school Batmobile. Oh, I guess as an old school Batmobile, it can only really have been one of those two, eh? But we'll keep that note. Anyway, so this is the number 72 and 2 Hovercraft from 1972, and yeah, these are normally broken off, so that's quite nice. Stickers are normally removed. Looks like obviously this has come from America, right? So someone has looks like already started to try and take off that Union Jack there. I don't blame you. But yeah, otherwise, you know, I've got a couple of these, and I don't know. Part of me is thinking, what could I do with one of these? I'll have to have a good think about it. And then last, but definitely not least, this car. The first thing I like to do is just check on the windscreen, and it is clean. There are no brakes, and I am excited for this one. The doors are intact. The wheels are a bit rubbish. This is beautiful. A majorette Acadiane. Is that Acadiane? Now this is a Citroen. You can see the Citroen badge on the front there. But yeah, Acadiane. I've never heard of that, but this is beautiful. And you know, there's some great cars here. You know, I definitely want to do something with these. Definitely this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This is beautiful. This one, this one, this one. This could keep me, you know, I would honestly say this could keep me going in videos for a couple of months. So, you know, Ken, you've done me good here, mate. Thank you so very much. Oh, if I didn't mention it before, from Abingdon, VA. What is that, Virginia, I think? You know, it's another state that I wish to visit one day. I think Virginia is in the eastern side, kind of up towards the northeast. Not like northeast, but I think it's below New York, but over to the east, but not on the coast. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to restore this right now, and this unboxing will be at the end of this video. Ken, thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it, and I'm hoping that I can restore this back to almost new. That is going to be my intention. I'm not going to, well, part of me wants to try and do a true restoration, but I might just change out the wheels. We'll see what we got, see what's suitable. And but I think I will paint it yellow. I think it looks great in yellow. And then just clean up the interior, clean up the window section, and maybe add a few little details in the rear lights, perhaps in the front lights, perhaps. But yeah, I'm excited for this one, and hopefully it turned out. Cheers, guys. See you all soon.